Welcome back to The Zone, Green Sports Zone that is. No longer Grassroots Media. As you've seen, we've rebranded. If you've not seen yet, we have a post about it on all forms of our social media. But if not, this is your introduction to it. We're now Green Sports Zone. Same coverage, same faces, same everything, just a different name and a different logo. As always, though, you know why you're watching this show. It's the Avery Weems Show. Welcome back to the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the diamond with the North Green Lady Huskies softball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Avery Weems. Coach, how's it going?
Pretty good. That's a pretty good intro there.
I appreciate it. It's all on the fly.
That was good.
See, I've done about 500 to 600 of the Grassroots Media ones where it's just the same exact thing every time. So for the month of May here, we're still in April technically, but for the month of May, it's going to be a little bit of a transition period. How do you feel about the rebrand so far? I want to ask you, I've not got any other opinions on it yet.
Well, the only thing that's really, I guess, been different is whenever I looked at your articles, it's had a different name at the top of it, but everything so far has been up to the same qualities I'm used to, so I think it's a good transition.
That's good. That's good to hear. We love the good feedback, but stepping into some softball now. Went on a little bit of a winning streak to end the regular, well, not quite in the regular season. You've got 2 left still. We'll talk about 4 games this week, talk about 3 wins, 1 on senior night, 2 of them being conference games in which helped you finish 6-0 within the conference this year. Take me through all of those games, starting with Cloudland, followed by Greenville, and then Cherokee and Unaka.
Yeah, so we went to Hampton last week to play Cloudland.
Yeah.
And we were worried kind of about the rain, and we ended up being pretty fortunate there, and we were able to get the game in. It rained a little bit before the game. The field was a little wet, but not too bad. They did a good job getting ready there right before game time, and we were able to get it in. It's kind of a, I wouldn't say a weird game, but we jumped out to a quick lead, and then we tacked on a little bit and a little bit more, and then I think we were up 7-0 or something like that, and then Cloudland started clawing their way back. They had a pretty good effort there. Cloudland did. I thought they hit it well, put it in play, made us make plays, and they threw a different pitcher this time, and she did a good job keeping us off balance. She threw strikes, and didn't help us out any by walking us, so that was just a good win, but they put up a good fight, and it was really good just come out on top of that. They're not all going to be pretty, and I wouldn't say that one was a pretty win, but any win is a good win. So.
Here the last few years, those Cloudland games have been battles too.
Yeah, they have been, and that one was. It was a battle, and it was close right up till the end, and it was one of them where it just keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I said something to post-game huddle about that was stressful, but it feels good to win it, and we clinched our conference with that one, so had a little bit of added importance.
And then looking at the stats too, it was a balanced game. You look at the box score, you didn't have anybody that had anything uber impressive. You had some players like Lauren Blevins, 2 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Hannah Brooks, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run. Maddie Phillips with going 2 for 4 with a run, but you never had any that had 3 RBIs, 4 runs, anything crazy like that. So from top to bottom, it was a great effort, and I think you needed that in a game like Cloudland where you're going on the road to play your best competition in the conference in a game where you can clinch.
Yeah, definitely. And like you said, it was a balanced attack, and nobody put up really eye-popping numbers, but we had a good effort from pretty much everybody up and down the lineup. And I remember we did a good job, I think, putting it in play. We only had 1 strikeout, so that's always good. But you have to do that against a pitcher that's throwing strikes, and we put it in play, made them make plays. And I remember we had, I guess, a few hits where we didn't necessarily hit it hard, we just hit it in the right spot. And that's always nice to see how you can kind of battle through, maybe not having your best game offensively, but still scoring some runs and doing enough to win.
And then you made the short trip over to Greenville also for their senior night. Ended up resulting in a 12-4 loss against Greenville. Take me through that game.
Yeah, Greenville's a good team. Their lineup's very good. I told the girls, I think the first half of their lineup is as good as anybody we play. They hit it really well, and we've asked our pitchers just against them we got to throw strikes. We got to trust our defense to make plays behind you, and they just hit it hard, and that's what they do. And I think they had a stretch there where they had 7 or 8 straight hits in a row, maybe with a walk sprinkled in, but that's just, we expected them to hit it. We knew we were going to have to score to have a chance to win that game, and we just didn't have a very good effort offensively. That's what we talked about in the post game was we weren't necessarily worried about the 12 on the scoreboard. We were worried about our 4 on the scoreboard. We needed to do a little better offensively to have a chance to get where we want to go as a team down the road. But that was kind of, I guess, the point of emphasis from the Greenville game.
Stepping into this week, you had Cherokee on Monday, which was senior night. Probably one of the shorter senior nights you'll ever have. Only 3 innings that you got to bat, ended after 4 with a 13-1 win over Cherokee. Take me through how great of a night senior night was for those girls.
It was a great night. We had a good, I guess, pregame senior night program routine, and I thought it went well. And we recognized those seniors, and I think both Lauren and Jordan had a decent game there. I'd have to look to see the exact stats. Looks like Lauren had 2 hits, 3 RBIs. So that was big. Jordan had a hit, and I think she had another good sacrifice bunt. So
2 runs.
Yeah, scored 2 runs. So that was a good night for both of them, both of our seniors there. So that was good to see. It's nice whenever you celebrate them and they can play well too. So that was just a good night overall. And then I thought we played well as a team that night. We hit it well. I think Charlie Turnmeyer pitched for us. Yeah, Charlie threw a good game for us.
Great outing.
And that was just, I guess, an all-around good outing by us.
Moving into Tuesday when you traveled to Unaka, that helped you finish 6-0 within the conference. I'm sure that was something that you wanted. I know if you lose that game, in theory it doesn't matter because you had already clinched it over Cloudland with the sweep over them, but you always want to finish undefeated. Was that the MO going into that game, that you wanted to win to have that perfect 6-0 record?
It was, and after the Cloudland game that we had talked about a few minutes ago, we talked about how, that clinched the conference for us. That was a huge deal, but we wanted to finish undefeated. We wanted to finish that 6-0 conference record, and it was good to see the girls come out last night and accomplish that. But I thought we played fine last night. This will sound silly in a game you won 13-0, I guess, but I didn't think we were super sharp. Didn't play our best game. We had kind of like that other game we were talking about a minute ago, where we didn't hit it real hard. We had some hits, just kind of some little dinks and flares that dropped down, and had some CNI balls, just ground balls that get hit in the right spot and get through the infield. But it was nice to see us get on and have timely hits, and I think we talked about last night too. Our base running wasn't as good last night, but Hannah pitched a really good game for us. Probably her best outing of the year, I think. I think she threw all 6 innings there. I know she threw a shutout and struck out 12, so that was a great game for her. And some of the bats too that I guess I wouldn't say they've been in slumps, but they kind of got warmed up last night. I think the middle of our order here, if I look, it says Maddie Phillips had 2 hits, Hannah had 2 hits, Josie had 2 hits, Heidi had 2 hits, Charlie had 2 hits. So to see the middle of your order kind of produce like that is a really big deal, especially going into the postseason.
It's 5 players right there, back to back to back to back to back, that had 2 hits each.
Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, it is. And like I was saying, we weren't. Not all those hits were just blistered line drives. I mean, it was. Some of us got in holes, and we had to just poke one, and sometimes good things happen if you put the ball in play. So that was another good example of us just not getting ourselves out, putting it in play, and good things will happen.
Looking through here also, I think through your 3 through 7 batters had 10 hits, 8 RBIs, and is that 5 runs? So, I mean, the middle of your lineup produced heavily in that win over Unaka.
Yeah, and I didn't notice this yesterday, but it looks like every slot in the lineup had a hit.
Yep.
So that's excellent to see. Even those that didn't have multiple hits had some quality at bats, and were able to get on the board for us there in the hit column. So it's always good to see a balanced effort.
I have to ask again, you look down here at the extra base hits, Lauren Blevins' home run, another inside the park.
It was inside the park home run. It was she had kind of had a rough game before that at bat, and I think she hit the right fielder was playing kind of in, and Lauren hit it over her head, and she was just off to the races there. Lauren's really fast, a good athlete, so once she gets going there, it's kind of hard to get her out. And it actually, she had some really good base running there. She was approaching third for what would be a stand-up triple, and Unaka fired to throw to third, so she just kept on running. And it wasn't an error, but they kind of threw to the wrong base there, and she took advantage and scored on that. So that was excellent to see. Good base running from her. And we preach to the girls all the time. As a team, we're blessed with speed, so we've got to use that to take advantage, and I think she did.
Won 3 of 4 that we've talked about. I think you've won 8 of your last 9 now. Got a good streak going into the last 2 regular season games. Got 2 county games coming up now. You've got Chucky Doak later today. That'll, of course, be played before this airs. And then you've got West Green tomorrow in your regular season finale before the district tournament. We'll go ahead and talk about all those. But as always, even though we're Green Sports Zone now, we still need to take a break in the middle. So we'll be right back after word from our sponsors, and we'll talk about those games here on Green Sports Zone.
My name is Robert Starnes. I'm a lifelong resident of Northern Greene County, where I currently reside here with my wife and 3 children. I was a barber in Greenville for the last 6 years, but I have recently changed locations to my new shop in Baileyton. It's at 285 Mortis Hollow Lane, Afton. I'm also a proud supporter of North Greene Athletics. Come see me for all of your men and boys grooming needs. Go Huskies!
Baileyton Drug Company services the surrounding communities of Baileyton with excellent patient care using a full-line pharmacy, over-the-counter selections, and a convenient drive-thru. When you visit us, you are treated as a neighbor, not a number. It's not just our slogan, but our culture. We're investing in our patients, local schools, and community. For over 5 years now, we have established ourselves as an independently family-run pharmacy that isn't driven by corporate goals. We are driven by what is best for your overall health and wellness. We're conveniently located so you don't have to make the drive. Prescription drugs are just the tip of the iceberg. We also offer natural remedies, essential oils, at-home medical needs such as walkers, rollators, bath accessories, as well as wound care products. And coming soon, basic urgent care services. What makes us better than other drugstores out there? When you frequent Baileyton Drug, you will receive professional, courteous, and friendly service that goes above and beyond any other pharmacy in the area. Remember, you're a neighbor, not a number.
Welcome back to the Zone, Green Sports Zone, that is. No longer grassroots media, as you know from the first half. But as always, welcome back to the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barber, where we cover everything on the diamond with the North Greene Lady Huskies softball team. As always, joined here with head coach Avery Weems. So you've got 2 games left in the regular season. You got Chucky Doak today at Chucky Doak, of course, but by the time this airs, that game will be over with. But we'll talk about it a little bit. Playing them, I think, what is it now? 3 times in the last 3 weeks now, so going back to the Tiny Day tournament, and then the regular season game you had with them. So in the first 2 games, what have you learned that you'll take into tonight?
A few things from their lineup. I know their leadoff hitter, she's got a good bat. And the first few in their order are solid. The Sutherland girl, I don't remember where she bats, but I know she's she's had a great game against us every time we've played them. I know that she hit 2 home runs in that Tiny Day tournament. She blistered the ball out here, so they've got some tough outs there in the lineup that you've got to kind of be careful pitching to. And then they're going to put it in play. You've got to make the plays in the field, or you never know. So it'll be something we have to show up ready to play, and I have to make the plays when they come up.
Moving into tomorrow, you've got West Green, got it here at home at 5 o'clock. That'll be your regular season finale. So West Green's another team that you'll meet 3 times this year. You saw them really early into the season, saw them in the bronze championship at the Tiny Day tournament, and now you'll see them again to close out the regular season. Talk about West Green and how much you think they've changed from the beginning of the year to now.
I'm trying to pull them up here. West Green's another team, like you said, we've played 3 times, and or this will be the 3rd time, but we have beaten them twice, but they're a dangerous team. They've got some good bats in their lineup, and they can certainly defend. So you know that if you don't come out and do your job, you're going to be in a dogfight with them as well, and they can put up runs in a hurry too. So it's one of them, just I guess a classic county matchup where you never know what's going to happen, and you just hope you have a good showing and come out on top.
So that recaps the regular season we've got coming up, but we can't fail to mention what's coming up after that. You got the district tournament coming up.
Yeah.
The postseason's right around the corner. I know your focus right now is still on those final 2 regular season matchups, and you're not looking too far ahead, but at the same time you sort of are, because I know your excitement's there. Looking at the district tournament around the corner at the start of next week, how excited are you as a first-time head coach stepping into it?
We're very excited, and especially this year, there's a little added excitement because not only is it district tournament time, but we're going to host this year, so that's exciting.
Special.
Yeah, it's special, and we actually just found that out today. We've got the schedule, but we're going to host it. It's Monday through Thursday of this coming week. We've got games at 5 and 7 o'clock on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday is the if day, but we're very excited about that, and we've talked about needing help to make it happen because you want it to go smoothly. That way, next time it's your turn, you get to host it again. So certainly a big deal, and it's an honor to get to have it here, and we're looking forward to it.
And I'll have the bracket on screen also so everybody can go ahead and look at it and it'll be handy. But you've got University High in the first matchup Monday at 5. You play the winner of Cloudland and Unaka. I know we've talked about each team leading up to the 2 games that you've played against each team, but talk about each team around this time when they come into the district tournament. I know we've talked about teams throughout your regular season games, but coming down to May, things change. So talk about each team and how they've been playing as of recent going into the tournament.
Yeah, certainly. University High, that's a team that they're dangerous. We've played them the first time we played them up at Wing Deer, and I think we won 8-5. It was a close game, and they've got actually a good player. They're about to get back from injury, I believe. They had a shortstop that played against us that game. It's actually the only game she's played all year, and she's a really good player. And I talked to their coach today. I think he said that he expects her to be back for the tournaments here. So they're about to get healthy, it sounds like, and we know what Cloudland and Unaka bring. They're both good teams, and they actually play tomorrow to determine who's going to be the 2 seed and the 3 seed. That game is, I guess, going to decide that. But both of those are good teams, and in our conference, anybody can beat you on any night. So you can't come to the game sleepwalking. You've got to come and be ready to play, and just make sure you bring your A game every night.
I guess that makes sense why on the bracket it says Cloudland/Unaka on both lines of the bracket. So
yeah, and it's kind of funny because they play each other either way, but that'll determine who's home team and who's away team.
Gotcha.
And also for tiebreakers, if something crazy was to happen with the weather and you can't get any of the tournament in, you default back to the seeding. So I don't think that's going to happen because the weather looks good for next week, but it is important.
you can never be too careful.
No.
Precautions are always the best, but you've got the district tournament coming up. You've got 2 county games to finish off the regular season. That's pretty much all we've got left, unless there's anything else you'd like to add.
No, I think that's it.
I think that's all I've got too, Coach. It's been
All
a
right.
pleasure once again.
Thanks, Tyler.
I need to get a green shirt. I've been saying it all this year. I need to blend in because you've got the nice north green background with a nice north green shirt on. I need to step out and go get a green shirt sometime.
I've got a few extra. I might could find you one. They probably have a little husky head on it. But.
That's fine. I've wore husky heads on interviews before.
All right.
Other fans can't get mad because the ones that I do wear, they give me gear. So if you're mad that I'm wearing the other team's gear, give me some gear. I promise I'll wear your gear. I promise. But Coach, that's all I've got for you today.
All right.
Thank you once again. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Baileyton Drug Company Avery Weems Show, presented by Starnes Barbershop. Look forward to seeing you next time here on Grass.